in the heavyweight division for the championship of the world.
Unprecedented reign now includes the title of World Grand Prix Champion.
Here comes Rico Verhoeven. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner. This legendary glory unbeaten streak dates back 13 years, over 4,000 days. As a professional, 65 wins with 10 losses, 21 big wins by knockout. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, 1.96 meters, and he weighed in at 265 pounds, 120.3 kilos. Fighting tonight out of the Netherlands, he is the reigning and defending heavyweight champion of the world, the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven.
Talented and terrific inside the ring. Rural farmland on the edge of Shepinski. Amidst the Dianeska Hills comes the intelligent, mercurial.
And the first bout in the last 8 features the world champion from Ukraine.
The most skilled and sensational of amateurs, cruiserweight undisputed king, now heavyweight champion, undefeated, pound for pound standout. And what support he has given and he's got from his beloved Ukraine. President Zelensky urged Oleksandr to return to the ring, and here he is.
And now making his entrance to the ring from Ukraine, champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
What happens when one of boxing's most intelligent champions steps into the ring against one of kickboxing's most dominant heavyweights? Oleksandr Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven isn't just a fight. It's a clash of two completely different fighting worlds. Usyk brings elite footwork, precision, and championship-level IQ, while Verhoeven carries devastating power, size, and years of dominance in the kickboxing ring. But here's the real question. Can technique overcome raw strength, or will power break through skill? This is the kind of matchup that doesn't just excite fans, it divides opinions across combat sports. Oleksandr Usyk has already proven himself against the best in boxing, outclassing bigger opponents with movement, timing, and unmatched ring control. On the other side stands Rico Verhoeven, a heavyweight force who has dominated the kickboxing world with physicality, pressure, and elite striking combinations. This fight is not just about skill, it's about adaptation. Can Usyk handle Verhoeven's size and aggression, or will Rico struggle to deal with Usyk's angles and speed? When two champions from different combat systems collide, the result isn't predictable. It becomes history in the making. What happens when a boxing genius collides with a kickboxing king? Undefeated, highly intelligent, and one of the most technically gifted fighters in modern boxing, Oleksandr Usyk steps into the ring to defend his WBC heavyweight title against a completely different kind of threat, the dominant heavyweight force from the world of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven. This isn't just a fight, it's a clash of disciplines, a battle between precision and pressure, between ring IQ and raw physical dominance. And under boxing rules, over 12 rounds, we are about to witness how this incredible matchup unfolds. As the fight begins, the contrast is immediately clear. Usyk is light on his feet, constantly moving, circling, and measuring distance with laser focus. Rico, on the other hand, comes forward with a high guard, trying to impose his size and strength early. But boxing is a game of inches and timing, and Usyk wastes no time establishing control. His jab starts snapping into place, not thrown with full power but with purpose, disrupting Rico's rhythm before it even begins. Rico throws a heavy right hand early, looking to make a statement, but it cuts through empty air as Usyk slips and counters with a clean straight left that lands flush. It's a small moment, but it sets the tone. This is Usyk's world. Moving into the second round, Rico adjusts his approach. He becomes more aggressive, stepping forward with intent, trying to trap Usyk against the ropes and turn this into a physical fight. For a brief moment, it works. He lands a solid body shot that gets a reaction, but Usyk responds like a true champion. He pivots out, resets his position, and fires back with a crisp three-punch combination that reminds everyone why his boxing IQ is on another level. Rico is learning quickly that distance in boxing is far more precise than in kickboxing, and every mistake is being punished. By the third round, Rico begins to find a bit of rhythm. He lands a jab, pushes Usyk back momentarily, and attempts to apply pressure. But Usyk remains calm, composed, and always one step ahead. As soon as Rico closes the gap, Usyk pivots beautifully, creating an angle and landing another clean left hand. It's not just about landing punches, it's about control, and Usyk is dictating every exchange. As the fight progresses into the 4th round, Usyk begins to increase the tempo. His combinations become sharper, his footwork even more fluid, and his confidence starts to show. Rico continues to throw heavy shots, but the accuracy just isn't there. He's swinging with power, but Usyk is operating with precision. At this point, it becomes clear that Rico is struggling to adapt fully to the pure boxing environment. In the 5th round, however, we finally see a big moment from Rico Verhoeven. He manages to land a powerful right hand that connects cleanly, forcing Usyk to take a step back. The crowd reacts instantly. This is the kind of power that makes Rico dangerous. But what separates great fighters from elite ones is how they respond. And Usyk responds immediately. He regains his composure, returns to his movement, and starts targeting the body with sharp, calculated punches, slowly taking control of the round once again. By the 6th round, we reach the halfway point, and conditioning starts to play a crucial role. Rico is still pushing forward, still dangerous, but there's a slight drop in his speed. Usyk, meanwhile, looks as fresh as ever. He's bouncing on his feet, constantly adjusting angles, and landing his jab with surgical precision. This is championship-level pacing, controlled, intelligent, and relentless. As we move into the later rounds, particularly the 7th and 8th, Usyk begins to break Rico down. His body shots start to accumulate, his combinations flow more freely, and his confidence continues to grow. Rico shows incredible heart, continuing to push forward and throw combinations, but his punches are becoming more predictable. And against a fighter like Usyk, predictability is a weakness that gets exposed quickly. A clean left hand in the 8th round snaps Rico's head back, a clear sign that the fight is starting to slip away. By the 9th round, Usyk is in complete control. Everything is working: the footwork, the timing, the defense, and the offense. Rico is absorbing more shots than is landing, and while his toughness is undeniable, the technical gap between the two fighters is becoming impossible to ignore. This is elite boxing on full display. Then comes the 10th round, a potential turning point. Usyk unleashes a sharp combination that catches Rico clean, causing him to stumble slightly. It's not a knockdown, but it's a significant moment. The crowd erupts, sensing that the end might be near. Rico manages to stay on his feet, showing incredible resilience, but the damage is clear. In the 11th round, Rico continues to fight with heart, pushing forward despite the odds. But Usyk remains disciplined, sticking to his game plan, avoiding unnecessary risks, and continuing to outbox his opponent at every turn. This is veteran control at its finest. No panic, no mistakes, just pure execution. As the 12th and final round begins, both fighters dig deep. Rico makes one last attempt, throwing everything he has left in a final push. But Usyk, calm and composed, circles away, counters effectively, and closes the fight on his own terms. The final bell rings, and there's no doubt about who controlled this fight. When the scorecards are read, the result feels inevitable. By unanimous decision, still the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. This fight proves a powerful point. Under boxing rules, elite boxing skill is one of the hardest advantages to overcome. Rico Verhoeven showed heart, power, and determination, but Usyk's experience, movement, and ring IQ placed him on a completely different level. But now comes the real debate. What if this fight took place under kickboxing rules? Would Rico's weapons change everything? Would Usyk be able to adapt the same way? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who wins in a different world? If you enjoyed this full fight breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more high-level boxing content. This is MMA Knockout, where we bring you the fights that never happen, but should. And I'll see you in the next one. As we take a deeper look at this fight, one thing becomes even clearer. This wasn't just about power or size, it was about adaptability under pressure. Oleksandr Usyk didn't just rely on his natural skill. He actively read every movement coming from Rico Verhoeven and adjusted in real time. Every feint, every step, every slight shift in Rico's stance was analyzed and countered within seconds. That's the difference between a great fighter and a generational one: the ability to solve problems mid-fight without losing composure. Another key factor in this matchup was distance management. In kickboxing, Rico is used to controlling range with kicks, which naturally keep opponents at bay. But in a boxing ring, that entire layer of control is removed. This forced Rico into a range where Usyk thrives: mid to long distance, where speed, timing, and angles dominate over raw strength. Without his full arsenal, Rico had moments of success, but maintaining that success over 12 rounds against a technician like Usyk proved nearly impossible. We also have to talk about mental endurance. By the later rounds, fatigue isn't just physical, it becomes psychological. You could see moments where Rico hesitated, unsure whether to commit fully or hold back to avoid counters. That split-second hesitation is all a fighter like Usyk needs. He capitalizes instantly, turning defense into offense in one smooth transition. This constant mental pressure slowly breaks even the toughest fighters, and in this fight, it played a huge role. From a legacy perspective, a win like this only adds to Usyk's already incredible resume. He has consistently proven that no matter the opponent's style, size, or background, his fundamentals remain effective at the highest level. Beating a dominant kickboxing champion in a boxing match, even in a hypothetical scenario, reinforces the idea that pure boxing mastery is one of the most complete skill sets in combat sports. But at the same time, this fight opens the door to a much bigger conversation. Cross-sport matchups like this always raise the question, how much do rules define greatness? If the environment changes, the outcome can change dramatically. That's what makes these fantasy fights so fascinating. So now I want to hear from you. In the end, fights like Usyk versus Verhoeven remind us why combat sports are so unpredictable and exciting. It's not always about who is stronger or faster. Sometimes, it's about who adapts better under pressure. Would Usyk's boxing IQ control the fight, or would Verhoeven's power and presence take over? That's a debate fans will continue to argue about. Now it's your turn. Who do you think wins this dream matchup? Drop your prediction in the comments, like the video, and subscribe to MMA Knockout for more elite fight breakdowns and crossover battles.